Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I'm answering a subscriber's question. This person asked, did you see change in your father? Please reply this. Any changes between your parents? So this comment was for my video, Ho'oponopono for Family Trauma, How I Heal Generational Pain Alone. So the subscriber's name is PJSJ1235. So thank you for asking this question. I love my Ho'oponopono questions. So, honestly, I haven't said this in my channel, but I haven't spoken to my parents since 2000, beginning of 2019. So let's say 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, so 20. So almost 7 years. I haven't spoken to my parents in almost 7 years. So I don't know if, okay, I speak to my sister, but not very often, maybe once a month, once every 2 months, once every 3 months, so not very often. And only through WhatsApp, just small exchange of audios. But yeah, pretty much I cut ties with my parents and my family, and I just speak to my sister and follow each other on social media. So I cannot answer your question, but from what I've known, the very, very, very information that I've been told by my sister is that no, my father has gotten worse. My mom probably stayed the same, in her consciousness, but my dad did not change. So in this previous video, where you asked this question in regards to how I heal generational pain alone, in regards to healing family trauma with Ho'oponopono, because I first, when I left the USA, I left my home, cut ties with everything, and I started from zero at the age of 29. The first thing that came up, which nothing of this I ever lived, because I was, I guess, being provided for by my dad. I was safe. I never had to worry about money. I was never poor. I never experienced poverty. I never experienced what needing to pay rent, needing to eat, needing to pay bills. I never, until the age of 29, when I left my safety net, my safety home, my comfort zone, I started to experience, a lot of anxiety in regards to money, and then men. And then when I entered my first relationship, during this freedom journey, a lot of toxic male energy came up, and that was really connected to my father, how he treated my mom, which he was very manipulative, very macho, very this is my house and these are my rules, and this is what is going to happen, because he owns my mom, my mom is his property, because he earns the money, and for him that's he owns her. He doesn't own the kids. I never felt that energy between me and him, or him and the kids. We all felt free. We all felt like he was a great dad. But my mom, to him, she was just like a servant, someone who cleans the house, a nanny, and property, really. She couldn't have an opinion with him, a job, or earn her own money. But I didn't know. I went to college. They pay for everything for me. I was just this very privileged kid. And when I entered my first relationship after leaving them, I felt like I had to heal those wounds that my mom was experiencing with my dad. But then I realized it was generational. All of my aunts were experienced the same thing, and my grandparents. So I had to heal that relationship with my dad. I have to be submissive when I'm in a relationship. I cannot earn money when I'm in a relationship. I have to be small and not big and not powerful. And money was also something very toxic that I had to deal with, like a ton of unworthy and worthless issues. I'm not worthy of money. I'm not worthy of getting paid. I'm not worthy for money to come to me. I'm not worthy of being independent. So a lot of that, connected to my dad, connected to the male energy of being secure, being confident, and attracting a partner that's that makes me feel free. So right now I am in a like the most free relationship I've ever been in. And I probably feel more like, okay, I feel 100% free when I'm alone and single, but I am also feeling this 100% freedom and aloneness when I'm with him. So this is definitely a dream relationship, dream partner, dream person. He feels the same way. He wants the same thing, freedom. So my father didn't change, and I know like Ho'oponopono says, when you heal something in you, then you heal it in your entire generation. That's something I always doubted, when I first heard of Ho'oponopono, and when I first um started to learn about it, when I read all the books, when I got certified, everything, like that's the thing that never really clicked in me. It's like I cannot believe that if I heal something in me, it will heal in all of my family, my sisters and my mom, or if I heal something in me that's connected to like whatever, the male figure, like I could not believe that it would also heal my dad, because it's so toxic. Like they would never change, really. Like, they're the kind of people that, like, at least my parents, they're never gonna change, like I'm sure these kind of parents, or maybe you have these kind of parents, like they're never gonna change, they're gonna die like that. So that's why I doubted Ho'oponopono in that regard. Like, you're gonna heal it with all your generations. Maybe it meant your future generations, honestly, like you having kids. But I feel like a lot of healing modalities, they say like all of your generations, your past and your future. So obviously my dad didn't change, so I can say that it does not heal it in your family. When they say like, oh, if you heal it in you, it heals it in your family, it's not true, because I feel like it would have been true, then my dad would have changed. And from what I've heard, from what my sister tells me, he's getting worse. He's worse. He's just a worse father, worse husband, worse dad. And I mean, I don't blame him. I feel like they're in a very, they're not getting divorced when they should have decades ago. They're Catholic, so I guess they see divorce as something bad. Anyway, they haven't. So no, my parents haven't changed. They have changed in some way. Like before, my mom could not like see her family very often. She couldn't like be free and travel. So now she does. She does go and visit her family abroad without being fear of my dad, like saying, okay, like I'm kicking you out of the house if you like just be free. So, I think I inspire my family, especially the women in my family, to be free, because they were very scared of my dad. And there's no woman in my lineage, like I have a ton of cousins, a ton of aunts. Like I have 10 total aunts and uncles from my mom's side of the family, and I have 10 total aunts and uncles from my father's side of the family. And then they each have 2 to 4 kids. So imagine how many cousins I have. And none of them have ever done what I've done, which is like leave the nest, disconnect from the parents, live a free life, not get married, not have kids, be selfish, live a freaking amazing life as a woman. Never. So I feel like I inspire them. I feel like it wasn't through Ho'oponopono, but like because they follow me on social media, like my sister and some other people from my family. But like, it's like they're seeing how much fun I'm having, in my 30s, how more beautiful I feel and I am, and how much younger I feel and I am. I'm not saying I look younger or whatever, but I feel young. I'm living life, and not just like this old 30-year-old woman that's like saying, oh, she's old. Back in my day, like I don't talk like that. For me, age does not exist. You know, like I am whatever I feel like. Actually, I don't do anything connected to my age. I'm doing a ton of sports: swimming, soccer, skate, lifting weights. I'm gonna get back to surf because I stopped. So society says I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to stop doing that after 25. But I just started all these sports, honestly, 2 years ago. Like, okay, not all. I've been lifting weights since I was 15, but like swimming, I started doing it 2 years ago. Skate, I started doing it 3 years ago. Surf, I started doing it 3 years ago. What's the other one? Surf, I started doing it 3 years ago. So Soccer, I started doing it 2 years ago. So like, oh yeah, soccer I'm also doing. I feel like I just inspire them. So like you can inspire people, you can inspire your family, by putting the example. So I feel like that's way more powerful than like Ho'oponopono. And obviously, like I said, like my family hasn't changed really. And my female side of the family, which I've been working on my freedom, authenticity, self-worth, um, they haven't changed. I feel like I've inspired them because I see them traveling more, you know, but like they're not happier. They're not like living their dream life for sure. They're living with my dad and they're living repressed and so I feel like you become the 5 people that you hang around. And my dad is there and they're just, I can tell and I can feel they're not happy, and no one likes to work 40 hours a week and having a boss and being told what to do and being criticized and living under the same roof as someone who's macho and toxic and you know yeah. So I think for me I've seen changes in my female side of the family, like my sisters and my mom, in regards to like just traveling and like trying new things, because that's what I show on my social media. But that's it. So let me know if that helped you in the comments below. Let me know if you have any other comments or questions. I would love to answer them. And thank you for asking such great questions. Okay. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.